just a quick little jump into this here. Welcome to the LA Noire Let's Play, which we are streaming on Twitch and then airing right here on YouTube in video form. I thank you for joining. Check back daily. We'll have some updates on this. So if you don't catch the Twitch stream, definitely catch some gameplay here on YouTube. Mainly just doing this opening video for the first one because we did have some audio and video issues with the first few cases. So those of you who have played LA Noire or know how it starts, unfortunately, I wasn't really able to salvage the first couple patrol cases. The LP will actually start at the beginning of the first case with the first interrogation. So it's not really that you're missing a whole lot. There are a couple cutscenes that are in there that I wouldn't really say are important, but they're a little bit of backstory. If it's something that I see in post that needs to be added, maybe I can throw them in there, but honestly, nothing important from what I can tell has been lost. But I want to give you that heads up as we jump into this first video. Again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that follow button, subscribe, whatever, and come check us out, twitch.tv/transferkings. You can also check us out on our socials, which I'll put in the description below. And that's about it. So thank you so much for joining. Take care. Watch the LP. Have fun. And as always, have a good whatever.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Broad daylight, a crowded street. Now I've seen everything. C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
So, even though it's a spoiler if you're just at this part, but we've already been past this. C. Galetta, I believe, is the lady that we're going to be interviewing here shortly. So this guy had a layaway ticket for that lady. Some pearl earrings. Turn the sound mix down because it's a little loud.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Isn't that so much better, Brian?
Yeah, I mean,
I swear, this town is
well,
going straight to hell.
Like
I
know,
mean, here on Zoom, sounds fine. I have to turn up the volume on.
well, I know the video probably lags because I'm doing a screen share instead of
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps.
doing it
What exactly
directly
did you
through a
see?
capture card.
I heard
But
the shots.
the
I thought
sound
it was a car
at least
backfiring.
seems to be coming through.
I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
You want to take a look around now? The witness can wait, Cole. We've got the perimeter.
This is a crime scene. All of you move along.
Moving along, sir. I get the bullets yet? I don't know.
Shell casings.
Did not.
These look like 32s.
Alright, there we go.
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. And if you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof.
Verbally,
Lawyers
of
love
course.
that
I'm
shit.
glad that they clarified
And
that.
if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Alright, so again, this is the interview tutorial, more or less.
Can I...
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Alright, Clovis. What were you doing when the murder happened?
Do you think you
Justin
could tell me
Marshall.
exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
And then now she's being all sneaky and not looking. So this is where we're gonna call her out on our bullshit.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Well, there was a giant receipt in his pocket with your name on it.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God! I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
I'm sure it did. He got shot in the back multiple times.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
You think the witness is lying but lack proofs like doubt. So this is one of the things about this game that's amazing. You can call them out on bullshit and then back off, and it doesn't penalize you.
I think you're trying to pin this thing on this Kalu character. I think you were angry with Mr. Gage, and you shot him.
You think that? You're a madman! I don't know about guns! You can't prove I own a gun!
Sorry?
Actually, I can.
My mistake.
Oh, I love that. I'm going to be doing a lot of that. Just yelling at people for no reason.
You're making me angry, Miss Galetta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
So she's telling the truth this time. But I'm still gonna be an asshole.
Don't lie to me. If you keep withholding information, I'm going to take you in for obstruction of justice.
I'm trying my best, officer. I've got nothing to hide. What makes you think different?
You're off the hook, for now. I need you to concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then three very quickly close
pop, pop.
together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind.
She's more
Yes,
worried about
officer, I'll
her
make a
pearl
statement.
earrings than she is this guy getting shot.
I mean, she was paying them for them. She's been paying for those things for a year. She got to get them things back. Like,
Right?
I don't think this is going to help us.
I still have the music playing. I know there's not anything in here. So I don't know why the music's still playing.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
Clear this area immediately.
Walked over just so I could say that.
You know the way. You can drive.
Alright, so we could go straight to the jewelry store and confront this guy. But let's go ahead and go to the gun shop just to verify the gun. I want to make sure we have every piece of proof we can find. Not going to be a complete shit cop. Yells at people for no reason.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir. Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Caillou. Edgar Caillou was his name. Thing looked like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
So
Thanks for your help.
basically, that just proves everything we already know.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Time to go to the jewelry store. Confront this mofo.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
No shit. Why does everybody run from me?
Kalu, get back here!
Be careful. He looks dangerous. That's one heck of a Sunday.
Stop or I will shoot!
Oh my gosh!
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve, the one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Maybe.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle. I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record.
I am pretty cool.
Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
No.
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Time for our first real interrogation.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
The lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Well, he's clearly lying.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Well, we do have a suspect.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money, and he owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This one, I can't remember. It's a motive, but it's not really proof.
Looks like I made a mistake.
I was going to say Stokie.
I think this is...
You
Yeah, there we go.
left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy putt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Bam.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you get a promotion.
Hell yeah. I passed my officer Simpson tutorial control desk.